Dunedin residents are being warned to conserve water now or face severe restrictions later as a hot, dry spell sits over the country. The Dunedin Council this afternoon said daily water usage was up a third in recent days as residents filled swimming pools and turned on sprinklers for parched gardens. And it's been 42 days since any meaningful rain fell in Christchurch, 6 weeks with the city today baked in 33 degrees with crowds on the beaches and extra pressure on the water supply there. Even the roads were melting. The hot weather is set to continue too, with temperatures staying around 30 for the rest of the weekend in the city. Remember, this is pre-Christmas weather. Rachel Graham reports.
People were out in force at the Margaret Mayhew playground, with children making the most of the water play area and parents trying to find some relief in the shade.
Oh, yeah, it is a bit hot, but it's all good.
Have you ever felt it this hot in Christchurch at this time of year before?
No, it's nice, but it's never this hot. This is like January weather.
It's really fun at Margaret Mayhew Park because it's got a big slide in water.
You know, it's burning. You can feel it. It's too soon. It's too hot out there for the kids. Farmers are suffering, and we're going to have water shortages.
It's amazing. So good opportunity for them to get out of school and be in the sun instead of working. So yeah, it's awesome.
But not everyone got a day off. Jason Mills was one of those working through the heat.
Intense, really, really hot, yeah.
You found a little bit of shade there?
Yeah, found a wee bit, mate, yeah, it's good, yeah.
Have you got the kids down here today?
No, we're working over at Recovery Garden, just over the road there, yeah. So.
You have to work outside on a day like today, how's that?
It's all right, mate, it's manageable, yeah.
So are you going to keep working right through the middle of the day? Or?
Till lunchtime, yeah.
Right,
yeah.
Right. And what's the plan after that?
We're going to the pool.
Many Cantabrians also hit the beaches, with 3 swimmers needing to be rescued from a rip at Sumner Beach. The Surf Lifesaving Regional Southern Manager Stu Bryce says the weekday surf lifesaving patrols haven't started yet, so the swimmers were helped by a local surf school and members of the public. He says water conditions are great for this time of year.
The water is beautiful. It's sort of January, February water temperatures in November. We've had about no rain for the last month or very low levels of rain. It's just amazing, the water temperature. So it's a great opportunity. We've got, I think, 33 degrees today for people to flock to the beach. And people are flocking to the beach. I think the hardest part about going to the beach at the moment will be finding the car park.
At Arana Wildlife Park, the gorillas and orangutans are seeking shelter in an air-conditioned indoor area. And the park's spokesperson, Nathan Hawke, says cool drinks and iced treats were in order for the other animals.
It's really about keeping fluids up, just like for us as well. So we make ice blocks for the animals. You'd be amazed at what loves in ice blocks. Giraffe would have, say, frozen vegetables. The cats might get blood icicles, or they might get pet milk and that sort of thing. So slightly different to what we're accustomed to, but some of the primates would still get fruit slushies. So that's probably a bit more familiar.
The Transport Agency says with temperatures at around 30 degrees, the road surface will be up around 50 degrees, which causes bleeding seal when the bitumen melts and rises above the chip seal surface. Roadwork teams are out laying more small chip over affected roads, but drivers are asked to drive with care and patience and to slow down if they see a sticky black road ahead. A run of hot days is also putting pressure on the water supply. The Christchurch City Council's head of Three Waters and Waste, John Mackey, says last weekend the city used 500 million litres of water, the highest consumption since 2009. Mr Mackey says if high demand continues this weekend, water restrictions may be introduced on Monday.
We're not running out of water per se, it's just the ability to extract that from the groundwater sources, pump that through the network and get it to the reservoirs where we like to keep storage at the 100% mark and just use those as header tanks for pressure management, because we need that storage primarily for firefighting in the event of a fire emergency.
Mr Mackey says if restrictions are introduced, people will be asked to water gardens only every second day. As hot as today has been, NIWA meteorologist Chris Brandolino says it doesn't break any records.
For the Christchurch airport, which records go back to 1863, so this is a substantial history, the all-time December maximum is 36 degrees. And that was back on the 22nd December 2015, so we saw Cheviot had an all-time maximum too on that date.
And if you're wondering about the hottest temperatures ever recorded in New Zealand, it was February 7th, 1973, when the temperature reached 42.4 degrees in Rangiora. In Christchurch for Checkpoint, Rachel Graham.